Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see everybody in the chat. And I hope everybody's having an amazing Thursday evening. Ontario Prepper, good to see you. Tracy K, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, Homestead Aquarius, Wolfang, Coffee First, Then Speak, My Mother Sparks. I hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday evening. It was rather warm here today. It got up to 70 degrees. Speaking to everybody as they're coming in, Wolfang, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Fed Up American, my man. Hope you're doing well, bruh. Hope you had a great day and it wasn't too bad for you. But welcome. Jeep Girl, good to see you as well. My man, Mad Shad, up in the Erie Coast. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. The Experience with Sassy, welcome. Hope you had a great day today. Scott Hammer, good to see you. So with that, folks, before we do around the block, I need to share something with you. I got something in the mail a couple of weeks ago from a good friend of mine, Mr. Ontario Prepper from up north. And he sent me a book. And the book is called The Bunker Codes, A Beginner's Guide to Bunkers, by one of his subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. Chance Padalin is the writer of this book. I haven't started reading it yet, but just reading the back of it, it's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to read to you the back of the book. It says, "What's your greatest fear? If you stumble into a bunker loaded to the brim, would it be how to use the radio or how to perform first aid? Maybe you're wondering if that firearm is really loaded and how to safely check it." By the way, welcome Donna Divine. Carbon Q, good to see you. Can I get a 5x5 just to make sure everybody can see and hear me? And then I will go on with the forward of the book. Hope everybody's doing well. 5x5. Thank you, OP. So the author of this book continues by saying, "I try to include everything in here of how I'd explain to somebody absolutely new to what to do with everything in the bunker." Think of it like a high-level explanation so you could try to figure out what to dive into first if you had to do further learning. And then he goes on to say, maybe you already know, but the next person might not. So toss a copy of this book in your bunker, and someday this book could help the next person. Thanks. A great book, The Bunker Code, A Beginner's Guide to Bunkers. And I can't wait to dive into this book and see what it's all about. But thank you again, Ontario Prepper. I appreciate you, my friend. You didn't have to, but truly, thank you for the book. And with that, let's go around the block. What's everybody got going on this week, this weekend? Anybody checking off stuff on their to-do list, off of their prepper list, off of things that need to get done because spring is right around the corner? My man Marco, good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm working on some things that are on my list, and I got a half a check mark on one of them. And once something else comes in, then I can check that off the list and keep going. I'm going to go out hopefully this weekend if it's nice and stake out the garden. I am going on a field trip Saturday morning with Fed Up American. Good to see you, Dan H. Wolfgang said he's off work because he has COVID. All righty. Well, Wolfgang, I hope you're feeling better, and I hope you're not deadly sick with that. Scott Hummer, I had to resub. Well, you know, YouTube does that. I had to resubscribe to a lot of channels, and some other channels I had to redo my notifications for them. So yeah, it's all weird stuff. Robert Gunther, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well this evening. Tracy K says she needs a new phone. Ever since they put this 5G in my phone's been crap. Everything for someone to make money off of the hurting class. You are absolutely correct. Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. She's preparing for rain all next week. Ugh, that doesn't sound good, but better rain than snow. Jeep Girl, been catching up on some sewing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Mad Chad, he's finishing up the helmet build. Hopefully now I need Velcro and patches. There you go, my friend. There you go. Magic says, nope, not telling. Good vibes. There you go. Yaya Cat, good to see you, Yaya Cat. Good to see you, my friend. He said got the wife's birthday this Saturday, so she's the focus, as she should be. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Happy birthday with Sassy. It's my birthday weekend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sassy. I hope you enjoy your weekend and have an amazing one at that, and stay safe with whatever you do. Homestead Aquarius, good to see you, my friend. Hope everybody's doing well. Cassandra Gunther, good to see you and welcome. Hope you're doing well as well. And so with that, around the block, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's topic, folks, which of course, is making the tough decision to say no. Now, we've all talked about it, you know, during an SHTF event, that if somebody shows up at the door, friends or family, we're going to say, nope, keep it moving. I agree with that to a degree. And with that, currently, everybody knows how many people they're prepping for, in their household and what they're prepping. And we all know that the more people you add, the faster your preps are going to go, and may not last as long as you thought they would. So in an SHTF event, let's just say it lasts for 3 to 6 months. Okay, that's the scenario, 3 to 6 months. And with that, we all talk to friends and family and kind of talk to them about preparing. And they need to prepare something. Now, you know, we all heard people say to us that I'm coming to your house. That's not as easy as it is. Carlene, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you, Red Scout. You know, folks, saying no is difficult sometimes, especially if you're that type of person that likes to help people. Okay. And I completely understand it. And, you know, I like to help as many people as I can. And, you know, but we're going to have to say no. Naj, good to see you. Welcome. JR Funches, RJ Funches, good to see you too, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But with that, you know, sometimes we just have to say no. And during an SHTF event, let's say it kicks off, and during the first couple of days, weeks, it's going to be very chaotic for those that are prepping, that are those that are bugging in and trying to secure their house, their homestead, their living, dwelling place, as well as take care of the family and keep the family calm. Hillbilly Chicken Ranch says, no is a complete sentence. No need to explain yourself. That is true. That is very true. Now, with that, no means no. And sometimes, you know, what I do, especially with friends, not so much my immediate close family, because I do prep for family members that I know aren't prepping. But I tell them, if you come to my house during an SHTF event or whatever, bring everything you have that will contribute, not just yourself and your appetite. Bring what you have. Klingon Princess, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So, you know, with that, you know, let somebody know if they say they're coming to your house during the event. Tell them you better bring food, water, and clothes and weapons or security to help maintain the household. Otherwise, do not show up. You know, that's one way to put it. And a lot of times when you say that to somebody, they may not show up anyway, knowing that they have to bring their stuff to your house. Coffee first. I prep for my hubby, 2 boys, and their girlfriends. That's it, no more. Right. Coffee first, then speak. Exactly. Prep for the family and the extended family, and that's it. So in that case, you know, you may have to tell somebody no. You know, one other thing that I have begun to do probably the last 6 months or so, I prep barter items also, you know, that could be used in lieu of just telling somebody randomly that walks up the driveway, you know, I'll sit there and of course do this, folks. If during an SHTF event, please don't go outside by yourself. Always go in pairs or more. Robert Gunther says, I don't think no needs to be the end all be all. I'm with you, Robert. Exactly. I think that there are measured responses short of no that can still be effective, helping them find a free food source or giving them a rod and bait. You're absolutely right, Robert. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the whole gesture. You may not have to tell them no, but say, you know, I can help you. I can give you a little bit of food that I have, and you're going to have to find somewhere else to sleep, or you can sleep in the yard or the barn or the field across the street, and that's pretty much it. You know, but it doesn't just have to be a defined no. They may have come to your house because their car ran out of fuel and asking, can you spare some fuel? That's a decision you'll have to make, and keep in mind of the security aspect around all of that. But as the SHTF event goes on, and we begin to fall into our own pattern or normalcy, as the days go by, one of two things are going to happen. Either the tension is going to rise or the tension is going to lower, because now everybody is somewhat comfortable and know what they have to do. They're settled in, and now everything is starting to work like clockwork because there's a routine. There's chores to be done. Everybody knows the rules of the household, and they know their part and what they have to do in order to help not only survive, but to thrive in an SHTF situation. And Robert R.J. Funches says, if you say you're coming, start prepping together. That's exactly right. If they say, well, I'm coming to your house, then say, hey, let's start prepping together, and write out a list and give them a list of stuff to prep, to bring with them. That's a very good discussion. Very good idea, RJ. Very good. She said, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So, folks, these are the things that we have to think about, not only to help ourselves, but to help the other person as well. It doesn't have to be a defined, no, get off my porch or I'm going to shoot you. Or if you come to my house and you don't have anything, I'm going to shoot you. And they don't have to worry about that. So, it doesn't have to be a cut in stone no. Encourage them to prep. I was talking to a friend and he said that to me. He said, well, I'm going to just come to your house. And I said, why would you come to my house? So that you can take away from my hard work, what I've been preparing for myself and my family to live through such an event, disaster, whatever it may be. And he kind of looked at me and he said, you're right. I wouldn't want to do that. And then we just got onto the line of, well, start prepping now. That way you too have something. And if you still need to leave your residence for safety reasons or whatever, bring everything you have with you to my house. And that conversation went very well. Homestead Aquarius says, folks better show up with a trailer load of supplies, right? Or be prepared to work it off the hard way, if that's even possible. I'm with you, Homestead Aquarius, you're right. And let them know, just because you're coming to my house doesn't mean you're just going to lay around. There's work to be done. You will be given tasks that you are expected to complete, no matter what. Prepper Book Club. What up? Never forget. That's right. Never forget the folks that were left in Afghanistan. Mad Shad reminds everybody that every day. Folks, so those are some of the things we need to start thinking about. Right, Johnny Preps, you're absolutely right. Everyone does their share. You have to. And what was that? What's that TV show, Survival or whatever? If you don't pull your share, you're going to be voted off the island and don't come back. And, if you have to threaten them with life or death threats about not coming back, then do what you have to do to protect yourself and your family while you're all there. That's just the way to go. Right. As my mother Sparks says, always take care of you and your family first. Right. You have to. That is the priority no matter what. Again, folks, if you have questions, you can put them up in the chat question box and I will get to them and answer some questions. Amber Angel's Truth, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Moldy Soldier, welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab a seat, sit down, and we're having a conversation about making a tough decision to say no. So, what happens if, let's say it's 2 weeks in to a SHTF event? Let's see. I'm reading it. Dan H says, Vision, you could place lockers in your basement that they can fill with their own gear, supplies for pre-staging. Absolutely. And if they feel, necessary, they can put a lock on it. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a good suggestion, Dan. Good suggestion. Lockers, totes, whatever it may be. But with that, let's say we're 2 weeks into an SHTF event. So 2 weeks in, we pretty much have our routine down. We've got our security going 24/7, hopefully, and everybody knows what they're doing. And let's say during the day, while whoever 2, 3, or 4 people on security duty, you see a family of 3 walking up your driveway, a man, a woman, and 2 little kids. And of course, you stop them before they get to the house and you begin a conversation. What do you do when they ask for help? Robert Gunther says, take time to inform your neighbors now in a subtle way that doesn't compromise your OPSEC. Right. Help people, take them fishing, help them plant a garden, ask how they would get by without power. Right. Make them think. You're absolutely right, Robert. Absolutely right. So how would you deal with this family of 4 that just came up your driveway? And what would you say to them? Good to see you, Josh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're going to stand there and they see that you're armed and that there are multiple people out there with them. So they see the force, they see the protection, and all they want is some food to feed their kids. What do we do? Right. Wolfgang said it all depends on the scenario. You just saw, 4 people, a family of 4, mother, father, and 2 kids legitimately walk up your driveway, and the people from your house that are doing security or whatever are outside, and they stop them right there and start talking. What do you do? Robert Gunther says, help them find local resources that don't make you seem like a resource. That's very good, Robert. Very good. Very good. Donna Devine says, sing Rihanna's song, Work, Work, Work. There you go. Coffee First, she said, I asked a girl work with what she would do. She said she thinks human nature will just take over and people would automatically know what to do. Good Lord. Wow. Wow. Mad Shad says, set up a grab box at the perimeter. Take what you want, leave what you want. It works. Okay. What if they just take everything out of the box, Mad Shad? What if they take everything? Are you mad at them or do you let them go? That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Tracy K said, Matt, I'm moving in 2 months into a place that's on board and didn't think I'm nuts. And also, good, Tracy. Good. So you would talk to that family, and I wouldn't approach them with a stern, what are you doing here? Get out. Triple Threat, good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. I would talk to them and just say, where are you coming from? Where are you going? to let them know this is not a place where they're going to be staying. Yardbird says, I'd give them some supplies, point them down the road, and wish them good luck. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Exactly. Naj says, the problem is most humans don't have good natures. Many are evil inside. That's very true. Very, very true. Very true. So, these are some great suggestions. But, I would let them know, where are you going, and where are you coming from? I would probably give them a little bit of food and send them on their way. And I would let them know you can't stay here. Can't stay here. Amber asks, no, they will want more. Right. Old Mutt, good to see you, my friend. Wolfang asks, what if they come back with more people? Well, that's a good question, Wolfang. I would tell them, basically, this is not a place you want to come back to. Because if you come back and you bring more people with you, we will defend our territory and you will lose your life. Or something to that effect. I just let them know you don't want to come back here. Old Mutt says, rice and beans only, be gone by dark because that is when we let the dogs out. Very good, Old Mutt. Absolutely. Let them know, hey, what you see here, these people you see here in the yard, there's more of us. And we have more forces and we will defend what's ours if you come back. I'm with you on that, Old Mutt. Yep. And if you have dogs, absolutely. And tell them, Prepper Book Club sub, tell them this is a one-time deal. Don't come back. Amber's Angel's Truth. I would tell them I have to forage, point them down the road and suggest them to do the same. That's very good. Very good. Very, very good. Yep. But let them know, hey, things are tight all the way around. We're taking care of ours just like you're trying to take care of yours. Here's a little bit we can help you with. Now you need to keep moving. And I would stand there and literally watch them go down the road. Robert Gunther says people showing up with more people the first or next time are what we train for, aren't they? Absolutely, Robert. You're not creating a problem if the problem already exists. Use misdirection instead. Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Robert. Yes. Misdirection. Yes. Let them know. Don't come back. Please, for your sake, do not come back. You don't want to just, tell them don't come back or say, go on, be gone. Let them know. And when you talk to the parents or the adults that are in that group, look them in the eye so that they know you're not playing, you are serious, and you would defend your things even if you have to take their life. So, these are some of the things we could possibly face in a grid down situation. There's a book that I want to get that I heard is pretty detailed, graphic, and gory at the same time. The book is called The Dark Secrets of SHTF Survival: The Brutal Truth About Violence, Death, and Mayhem You Must Know to Survive. And the author is Selko Bekovic. And I want to get that book so that I can just, read it and see what's going on. Take care, my mother Sparks. Stay safe and keep on doing the things. Have a good evening. Folks, these are the tough decisions we're going to have to make. And sometimes, and I pray to God that if that type of event comes along, that I do not have to take somebody's life, but I will take somebody's life to defend myself and my family. Good evening, Bougie Prepper. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Devil Dog Prepper says, having been to Iraq twice and seen some pretty messed up stuff, the average person has no clue how bad it can get when it comes to defending oneself. You're absolutely right, Devil Dog Prepper. And to all the veterans in the chat, thank you for your service. And if you have seen active combat or the aftermath of active combat, I know that is something you will never forget. But thank you for your service. Fallen Skies, good to see you. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope the family is safe and everybody's doing great. Mad Shad says the things people will do are astonishing when SHTF happens. You've seen it. Exactly. And I've always said this. Good men will do bad things and bad men will do evil things. So, folks, I don't know how to tell you to prepare for total chaos other than prepare yourself for anything and everything. And that is a mental preparation. Can you defend yourself and your family if it means taking somebody else's life? That's a tough place to be in. I never hope and pray that I'm not in that situation, but if I am, I know what I'm doing without hesitating. Without hesitating. Dan H, right, been there, done that, gave away the t-shirt. Absolutely. Absolutely. But these are some of the things that we have to think about. Can you protect your home? And if you're in the house and you see somebody coming up the driveway, do you answer the door? Do you not answer the door? I don't know. Friend or family? Yahya Khat said, an acquaintance from Turkey told me once, we from the West have no idea what war is like. And we've never had war on our home turf. And I pray it never does happen. I pray it doesn't happen. Do me a favor, folks, if you have not, smash that thumbs up button. Let's turn the YouTube algorithms up on their head, okay? As Red Scout said, if God is with you, nobody can ever be against you. You're absolutely right, Red Scout. You got that right. Absolutely right. But, folks, these are the things we have to learn to do. We have to make a tough decision to say no. Modi Soldier, really, brothers, when people say they wish the real shed would just start already, I get it, but they have no idea what they're saying. It will be so ugly so quickly, many people not prepared mentally. You're absolutely right, Modi Soldier. Right. They have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, for instance, let's just say you're standing guard in your yard and there's people walking down the street that you see. They don't even come to your house. Then all of a sudden you see a car zooming down the street and just runs over everybody. That's going to leave a mental picture. How are you going to handle that or deal with that? If they just run them all down and keep going. You know, those are some of the things that we have to think about and prepare ourselves with. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, my brother from another mother. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hope the family is safe and you're doing the things. It was 70 degrees in Ohio, yet the train wreck is still a train wreck. Yes, Modi Soldier, I know what you meant. I know exactly what you meant. But yeah, folks, it's to a point where, and to Modi Soldier's point, you know, where people are saying, you know, they really wish if it was going to happen, go ahead, let's get it over with. I get that. That's out of frustration. That's out of everything they're reading and seeing on the news, and we're being bombarded with by the doom and gloom channels and the news. But in the same instance, they're not ready for it. You're absolutely right. They are not ready for any type of mayhem like that to ever happen. You know, who's that? Amber Angel's Truth says, well, not to sidetrack, but keep in mind that God's people, not so-called Christians, but true believers, will be gone in a twinkle of an eye before hell totally breaks loose. Yes, you are correct, Amber. Yeah, Hudson Valley, I love it. I love it. And I'm going to just throw this up on the screen because that's my brother right there. Get your freeze-dried meals before the apocalypse. There you go, folks. And you know who that sounds like. You know who that sounds like, right, Hudson Valley? That's why I'm laughing. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. It's okay, Amber. I get it. I understand exactly. And don't be sorry for saying it. You don't need to say you're sorry. Modi Soldier says, hell, I'm not ready for it. And I don't ever want to see that level of crazy. Correct. I'm with you. I don't want to see that level of crazy either. Because that's going to put me in a place that I never want to go to. Never want to go to that place, but I will to protect myself and my family and my friends. So I get it. I truly, 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 truly get it. And I was actually on the net just researching tough decisions to say no. And I want to read this to you. And this was a pretty cool post that this guy wrote. He goes by the name of Glenn, and it's entitled, I'll come to your place when SHTF happens. And his response is, no, you won't. And here's something he even says in the post. This post is something you can send to your friends or print it out and hand it to them when there's an SHTF. After I read this, I'll post the link in the chat so you guys can actually check this out. This was actually pretty cool. Good to see you, Paul. Welcome. I'm just getting ready to read a story. It's story time, prepper style. So the letter goes as such. Dear friend, I love my friends, but I will shoot you if I have to. I'm serious. Here's why. I tried to persuade you to prepare for what's coming, and in the process revealed that to you, that I'm preparing. You realized that I have food, weapons, shelter, etc., and ended up saying, half laughing but half serious, I'll come to your place when SHTF kicks off. And his response is, no, you won't. I will shoot you. If you threaten me and my family, I will use force to defend against any threat. And showing up at my place hungry and unprepared is a threat to me. You will eat my food and use my medical supplies, my generator, my firewood, etc. That's less of these life-saving things for me and my family. That's a threat. Is this greed on my part? No way. I will take care of the truly needy, those who cannot take care of themselves, but you're different, very different. You had plenty of chances to prepare for yourself, but what did you do? You spent the weekends watching football, went on expensive vacations, and never made your spouse mad at you with your crazy ideas that something bad was happening. You didn't do poop because you would just come to my place. Problem solved? Right. You didn't need to spend time, money, and create domestic strife because I did that all for you. Not. Why should I spend my time, money, and stress just so you can waltz into my place and live happily ever after? I'm a nice guy, but really? I'm going to spend my very limited free time, disposable income, and domestic tranquility just so you can have a leisurely life and more material comforts pre-collapse while I didn't? Why do you think I will sacrifice enormous amounts of my time and money so you can enjoy yourself while I'm slaving away? Would you assume you could come over and leave your broken car at my house? That I would just spend thousands of dollars on parts and several weeks fixing it and then hand it over to you with a smile just because I'm a good guy? Would anyone expect that? You do. Apparently, you actually expect to waltz over to my cabin and receive with a smile thousands of dollars of food and other supplies that took me all my weekends to acquire and store. That's pretty much the gist of it. I'm gonna post this link in the chat, folks. You got to read it in its entirety, and it's a good read. And the next time somebody tells you that they're coming to your house, print that off and give it to them. Right? It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Jay Creature said, I'm listening, but not reading, multitasking. Yeah. Everybody that just came in the chat, good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well this evening. And hope everybody's staying safe. But that story right there, that's a letter he wrote to everybody and anybody that says they're coming to his house when SHTF happens. Yeah, it's absolutely, do it. Sure. Right. It's insanity. You just can't. That's what Valley says. Smoke them if you got them. Fed Up American. I went through the devastation of Hurricane Andrew. Right. The Xenia, Ohio tornado, Tuscaloosa, Alabama tornado, and the most recent one, the Dayton tornado. Right. Exactly. We put in hard work, spend money, time, effort, talking with our spouse or significant other about why we need to spend money on what they would call stuff just to survive and prepare for an SHTF event. Yeah, it's awesome, and it's the way we are. You're welcome, Yardbirds. That's how you take back control. Let them know, hey, while you were sitting there happy and fat on the couch drinking beer and watching TV, I was out here cutting wood and out here working and getting my preps ready, testing out my solar generators to make sure they work, that they're charged. Mad Shad says, What if they just a traveling vacuum salesman? Then you tell them go vacuum somewhere else. I don't need a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, exactly. So, that Fuller brush man here. Yeah, Fuller brush man, take your suitcase and your brushes and skip on down the road. Right. Take the vacuum. Right, Magic. Right. Take the vacuum and the brushes. Yeah. Robert Gunther said, happy and fat sitting on the couch drinking beer. I feel targeted. Yeah, exactly. But folks, those are the things we have to tell people that say, oh, I'm gonna just come to your house. Like, no, you're not. And it's going to be hard. Sometimes we have to make the tough decision, especially when it involves children. It's different. We all, I don't know about you, but at least I do. I have a soft spot for children. Now, if a family needs food, they have kids, I may give them something and tell them to keep on moving. More than likely, I will give them something and tell them to keep on moving. You got that right, Yaya Cat. If you did the work, enjoy the chill. Absolutely. Absolutely. Prepared Irishman, good to see you. Good to see you. You missed a lot. You missed some stories. You missed a book. You missed a whole lot of stuff. Watch the replay and catch up. But good to see you. Glad you're here. But yeah, folks, those are the things and decisions we can do, even without giving a definite no, kick a can and get down the road. I still believe that in the SHTF that there will still be some compassion to the human race. Don't know, but I truly believe there will be compassion out there. Ghetto, good to see you, my brother. How you doing this evening? That's what I believe. Now, does that mean I'm going to be compassionate to every Tom, Dick, Jane, Billy, and Susie that walk down my driveway? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Especially if it's 4 people or more. I'm going to stop them in their tracks while I'm holding something before they even get close to the house. Yaya Kot said, but Vision, today's kids are different. Right. Bottle of water and small to go grub and at the best directions possible. Correct. Right. I'm with you, Yaya Kot. Yeah. Give them some water, bag of cookies or rice or whatever, and send them on their way. Best directions. You want to go that direction. Yes, that's what you want to do. But, folks, it is what it is. Robert Gunther says, nobody comes to my house now. I become less concerned with that. What if with every passing year? I'm with you, Robert. Same here. Nobody comes to my house, not even including my family. So, but you can best believe if SHTF kicks off, oh, they're all going to be calling and coming. Well, some of them can't come because they don't know how to get here. So that's how that goes. But, folks, those are the things we have to do, the decisions. Jay Creature, beware diversions. Maiden in distress is a setup. Absolutely. If I see a single lady, I'm going, everybody's coming out. And we're going to sit there and I'm like, nope, you need to keep moving. Stop where you are. And if she keeps coming, I'm going to tell her one more time, stop where you are, or you will be harmed. Tell her, turn right back around and kick her right down the road. You're absolutely right, Jay Creature. Absolutely. Yes, diversions, folks, that's why I say, if you're pulling security duty on your property, do it in a group. Groups of no less than 2. I would personally say no less than 3. And let them know We're here, and there's more of us. Roaming Prepper, good to see you, my friend. Hey, I know that. I know how that goes. I know how that goes. But yeah, folks, Dan H says, vision, right. Compassion is one thing. Being a gravy train for everyone is another that everyone will expect. Correct. You're absolutely right. I have family members that I know they don't prep, but I know they have skills that can definitely be used. So if they come, they're welcomed. And that's just how it is, you know. It's what I as Triple Threat, if she's still in the chat, Triple Threat always says, no skills, no access. You got to bring something to the table. You got to bring something to the table that's valuable to the group that will help everybody. Right, Tracy? Throw them a pack of ramen noodles. You know, I'm not the type of guy, I don't eat Spam. And if I prep Spam, I would probably keep it in the garage. And I would use that as a bartering tool. Say, here's some Spam. Keep on going. I have no problem doing that. You know? And it's absolutely things we need to think about, especially now. I know New York Prepper, NY Prepper, has his channel up. He said he's going to leave it up all night because in case something kicks off with what the heck is going over there between Pinky and the Brain. And, you know, I'm sick of them. I'm sick of everything. You know, I'm tired of Grandpa Ice Cream falling up the steps. I'm tired of everything. Go Prepping. Good to see you, my friend. Mad Shad said he'll be building an armored roach coach, travel around bartering tacos. There you go. You know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I want some peace. And the only way I can find peace is to turn off, as my dad used to say, turn off the idiot box, open up a book, spend time with the family, do something fun. You know, Jay Creature said, you guys pounced on me for trading ammo. Now we're giving out preps. Never feed the bears to come back. I'm with Jay Creature. I'm with you. I am with you on that. I am with you on that. Hope you're doing well, Go Prepper. Go Prepping. But yeah, folks, you know, it's what, 8:55. And I haven't checked questions. Do we have any questions? No. Okay. That's a good thing. So I'm going to end the Q&A and we're good. We're coming up on the hour mark. And I'm glad today nobody died that's in the chat. As Hudson Valley says, in Spam we trust. I would use that as a bartering tool all day. Spam is not allowed in my household, and I will keep it in the garage and use it as a bartering tool with the soups the case of soup that I bought. And after I read the ingredients, it has the genetically modified compound mess in it. So I left that case in the garage, and I'm going to leave the case of Spam next to it and barter with it. With that, are there any questions? DeKraken, good to see you. If I missed you when you came in, snuck in, I hope everybody's doing well. For those of you coming to the Bug Out Weekend, I will say this. We're giving away a whole bunch of stuff, and I mean some good stuff. So if you're coming to the Bug Out Weekend, when you check in at the table that, you know, that's going to be out there and you say, my name is Mad Shad, your name's checked off the list, you will get a ticket. Keep that ticket, because on Saturday, we're having drawings and we're giving away a whole bunch of stuff. Whole bunch of stuff. whole bunch. And hopefully we'll be doing a live stream as well. Modi Soldier says, Vision, I had been buying soup at Aldi's for some time. Then I heard I should check the ingredients. Right. Exactly. So here's the thing, Modi Soldier. I came across it when I was buying Progresso soup. And I mean, I have literally cases and cases of it. Evidently they just started putting that in the Progresso soup because all of the ones I have do not have it. So I was ticked when I bought a case of soup the other day, or a couple of weeks, about a month ago now, and saw that in there. And I was heated. Prepared Irishman, there's still barbecue, right? Not a bag of rice. You're absolutely right, Prepared Irishman. There will be barbecue Saturday evening for everybody to eat. We will all eat barbecue and win prizes. And I'm going to tell you this. There are some pretty nice prizes that, I have found deals on, and I use my own money. All of 98% of the prizes are purchased from my own pocket. That's just my saying thank you to everybody that comes to the Bug Out Weekend, plain and simple. But DeKraken, check Progresso soup. It's on it. I'm trying to think which ones. Some have it, some don't. But check it, or just go into the store. Naj says, what is in the soup we need to look for? It'll say genetically modified ingredients or genetically modified something. When you see it, you'll know it, because it'll list all of the ingredients in the soup, and then under it, it'll say genetically modified material or genetically modified something or genetically manufactured. It's crazy. Robert Gunther, you're absolutely right. Make your own soup with the vegetables you grow in your own garden, folks. That's the way to do it. Jay Creature, shh. Livingston Man worked hard on that calendar. He worked hard on it. But yes, we've got some really cool stuff. So with that, if there are not any other questions, I would like to say thank you, folks. We got 54 people in the chat. If you haven't smashed a thumbs up, thumbs down, do whatever you want. And I have been completely humbled every live stream from the beginning that you folks would take the time to come hang out with me for an hour and listen to me talk, scream, holler, laugh, and pontificate. And as Ghetto says, wars have been fought over salt. Correct. Roman soldiers were paid in salt. I know the Angry Prepper has a live that starts at 9. So Texas Prepper, welcome. Thank you. Jay Creature, come on now. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And again, anything that is donated goes into the channel, which also filters over to the Bug Out Weekend. And Fed Up American, thank you, guys. Thank you. Fed Up American, Jay Creature. Oh, by the way, Jay Creature is the Northeast American president of the Revision Preparedness fan club, and he is self-proclaimed, and I'm okay with that. Gotcha. Grumpy Acres is live right now too. Yep, you're right, Ghetto. Thank you. So, folks, with that, I appreciate you. Mad Shad, thank you so much. Bruh, I can't wait to actually meet you and get to hang out with you, as well as everybody else that's showing up for the Bug Out Weekend, June 2nd through the 4th. And if you have not registered, and if you would like to, it's on our website. and it's absolutely free. All you need to do is bring your gear, bring your tents, your sleeping bags, your campers, your motorhomes, whatever it is. And with that, folks, once again, I will say this, and I truly, truly, truly appreciate everybody. And remember this, keep prepping. Your family depends on you, and it depends on your life. This is Vision Preparedness. We'll see you in the next video. Everybody have a blessed evening. Have an amazing Friday. And Saturday morning, those of you that join me for Saturday morning coffee talk, I'm going to do a premiere because I'm going on a field trip with Fed Up American, but I got something cool to show you guys that I got. And if you show up at the Bug Out Weekend, you'll also probably get to see that in person. Have a good night. God bless you guys. Take care.
I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.